Well, hello again. We're going to finish off where I left off at, and I don't know why my eyes are blinking and one eye closing and the other one. But hey, It is what it is. Of course, this is one of those little cartoon character things. I guess I don't know what it is. Partially me and partially something else. That's all I could say. But anyway, getting back to this is part three of it. Getting back to what I was saying about knowing God, you have to know the difference between your spiritual connection and your physical connection that you think you have with God. If you think you have a physical connection with God, you are dead wrong. No one can have a physical connection with God because God is spirit. Now, I did say that you can worship Him in physical flesh and in a lie, right? It do say that in the Bible, right? It didn't it say that in the Bible? I thought I read that somewhere in the Bible. Ah, that's right. That's right. It says that the only way that you can worship Him is in spirit, meaning you got to have a spiritual connection, not a fleshly. It has to be spiritual connection in spirit and in truth. Because Christ came here bearing truth of the Father. And as he was bearing truth of the Father, he was to shed the light of him to everyone in the world. So it doesn't matter what nationality, what culture, what background, whatever you are, whatever religion you trying to call yourself, whatever spiritual and spiritualist also are two different things. Because the God that I serve on the spiritual, he has spiritual battles and that he has always fought in the kingdom of heaven pertaining to good and evil and pertaining to Satan and Satan's army, his followers. God has his own army. You know, I got kicked off of my channel singing a song that I grew up singing in church. We are soldiers, we're in the army. And when I sung that song, they hit me, they shut me down for 24 hours. They said I was committing some type of criminal act, inflicting it on TikTok. But, you know, I've always been battling with TikTok. And I know it's the people that don't like me that are on here, that's been on here way before I got on here. They kind of understood how it operates and how it works and how to get into their ears and heart. And it's so sad because they were doing me so wrong when I first started. You know, I don't even like going live and I don't like interacting. I want to interact with many of the things that they have. But because they did me so wrong, I don't even like interacting with nothing they got to offer me. Because every time I turned around, I was getting threatened to be kicked off the channel, threatened this, threatened that, committing crimes. And I don't even have a criminal record. So how is it that I get on TikTok and I'm committing all these criminal acts and crimes and violence and this and that and the other? I told them to prove it, you know, because don't think that you're going to hit me with something and think that I'm going to fall back and fall down and accept it, because I'm very well prepared to take anybody to court over any situation under any circumstances. Yes, I am. So I guess that kind of gave them something for the moment to back up off of me. But anyway, that's neither here or there. I'm just saying, as an example of how evil and wicked people are and how they can be, and trying to throw these little hurdles and stumbling blocks and stumps and all this stuff before you to keep you for following through with God's plan, to knock you down, to keep you down, to deeply inflict wounds and hurt on you. You know, I got people even want me dead right now. You know, all because I stand as the light too, but I don't stand as Christ's light. You think my light is shining bright, You just imagine how bright his light was. Because he was what? The sun. And sun is very bright. You can't stand to look at it. I mean, I got my little torch that he gave me to come here with. I got that. And many people do see that torch on me. And they do hear it in my voice. And they very angry because I'm very bold at what I say out of my mouth. I speak very fluently, but very cocky. It's just how I talk. I speak very cocky, and I'm very dominant too. And I'm also very much aware of me and who I am, what I am, and what I'm worth. I know my worth. I know exactly what I'm worth. And you can't tell me about my riches. You may not see them here. It doesn't matter because when you're here for such a short time, what are you going to do when you leave here? Are you prepared for that? I know exactly what I'm going to do when I leave here. I know exactly where I'm going when I leave here. I'm going to heaven, and I'm going to be sent on another assignment, as always. That's what I'm going to be doing. But can you say for sure 100 that that's what's going to happen to you? But you do want to build a spiritual relationship with him. And the spiritual relationship, some of the psychic readers, because we are spiritual, we are very intuitive. He wouldn't have us any other kind of way. We are healers, of course, because we are God-like. He made us just a little bit lower than the angels, but he made us like him. He had to make us like him. So the angels are not, they don't have a soul. They were never made to truly worship him. They were made to bow down to him, but not to worship him as we are created to worship him. Bow down and worship him. But we do every other kind of down but bowing down to worship him. And when it's time to worship him, we try to put limits to him, measuring tapes around him, try to say, ask him to help us with something, then turn around and act like we got to interfere to help him with our asses. And how is that? When he is the Almighty God, the Creator, the great I am that I am, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. He don't need our help for anything. So why would we ask him for something and then turn around and roll that measuring tape right out there? Oh, wait a minute. I decide, I think I'm going to help you over here and this there. He don't need your help. He might have threw that stumbling block himself so you can slow down and smell the roses. Because some of you get so beside yourselves when you get a little authority. Sometimes he has to send somebody like me to give you his word directly, regardless of how you're feeling about it, so that you can slow down. That's what I am, a messenger. Yes, so you can call me an angel, you can call me an oracle, you can call me what you want to call me, but I am a messenger. Yes, and so my sister Diana, she really wanted to know how she can praise and worship God in the spirit. And I was explaining to her there is no specific way because each and every one of us are uniquely different. And it's just according to how he wants her to worship him. I can't tell her how to worship him any more than I can tell her how to pray to him. Because everybody has their own unique way that they pray to him too. And anyone that says anything differently is a damn lie. And that's all I got to say about that. And I was really working very, very hard not to curse. Oh, Father, forgive me, for I have sinned. But it is the sin that is already heavily weighed upon this earth that caused me to sin on this earth. But that is not my assignment. And I do ask for your forgiveness, your mercy, and your divine love still and all because of that little sin that happens to be a great big sin, because I'm working on that. I'm really working on the nasty mouth next. I'm such a lady. I shouldn't be talking.